Hey guys, it's Siobhan with Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing monthly horoscope readings for November 2019, and this is for Scorpio. So that can apply to Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. I'm going to be pulling some romance angel cards after we do the main spread with the tarot, and we will get right into it. So keep in mind that this is a general reading. These are general messages for a large group of people. So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. And let's dive right in. So happy birthday to all the Scorpio sun signs out there. Really hope you guys are having a good birthday month. Scorpio season is always quite intense. And then we also have Mercury going retrograde on October 31st. By the time I post this, we will be in Mercury retrograde, which is a great time to receive messages and insight and reassess lots of different things. So, okie doke. Scorpio. Oh my gosh, that was a bad shuffle. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. Wow, your cards are like not being obedient. You guys feeling rebellious? So your current self, Ace of Wands. Yeah, fiery, passionate, rebellious, definitely. Theme of the month, you guys have is the Ace of Pentacles, 2 aces. Damn. Key goal this month is the 8 of Wands. It's a good one, too. Looking good, looking good. Obstacle to overcome, you have the Devil. Okay, here we go. The major accomplishment this month is the 2 of Cups. Wow, Scorpio, this reading. What to avoid is the Page of Pentacles. What to embrace is the 2 of Wands. Where to find support, you've got the 4 of Swords. And last but not least, advice and encouragement from Spirit is the 6 of Wands. Okay, so victory. Nice. Very nice. So the only major arcana card you have is the Devil. That's the only sort of major theme that you guys are working with. Everything else is either court or minor, indicating that, you know, you've got a lot of different options on how you can work with that energy, work around that energy, etc. So your current self, you've coming up as the Ace of Wands. I love, love, love that you guys have 2 aces and the 2 of Cups. Like, this is so positive. So the Ace of Wands being that spark of creativity, this really passionate new beginning that you're being given, sort of this little spark within you. I don't know how else to describe it. It's basically, yeah, like that ignition point where you're going to turn it into something big if you want to. I mean, that's the thing. The aces are like seeds. So they're given to you from the universe, and what you do with them is completely up to you. So this little spark that's given to you, you can let it die out, or you can fan the flame, you can stoke the fire, you can build it up really big, and it can turn into something massive. So this Ace of Wands, it's up to you what you do with it. Same thing with the Ace of Pentacles, except for the Pentacles are more physical, so we can think of that as like an actual seed where you plant it and water it. If you don't take care of it, it's going to die. If you continue to take care of it, it's going to grow and it's going to bloom and provide you with something in return. So you have, just with these two together, I really see you guys doing something financially in business, something creative. You're feeling really passionate about this, whatever it is that you're feeling drawn to, or you will be in the month of November, and you're being given an opportunity. So there may be a job opportunity, there may be an opportunity to grow something, to create something, and then to later down the line see some lucrative return from that. But yeah, it really just, it depends on what you guys put into it, because it's your free will. And you guys have lots of different options. It's hard to predict the future because there's so many different parallel realities that are based on your choices. So the theme of the month being the Ace of Pentacles, again, like I was saying, this is the overall theme. So it's really about, you know, this could be something that's given to you. This could be a gift, physically a gift, and something that you can create more of or turn into something more. But yeah, again, it's like the seed, the physical seed, and then the spark. So good things being given to you guys this month. It's your birthday. You're being given these gifts. Congratulations. So the key goal is the Eight of Wands. This Eight of Wands energy is very active and yet passive. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Basically, the Eight of Wands is something happening really, really fast. So it can also, in the more literal sense, indicate travel. You may be feeling really inspired and then have the money to be able to go on a vacation. Maybe you're giving yourself a birthday treat, or somebody surprises you with like a little road trip or a trip somewhere that you've always wanted to go. This could indicate air travel, but in the non literal sense, it's just things being kind of up in the air. Everything's really already been set in motion, and now it's passive in the sense that we just kind of have to wait and see how the sticks fall, wait and see how everything plays out. So, you guys have invested some energy into something in the past that is now going full on, and it's just a matter of time until you see the results of whatever that is. So, eights being about abundance, and you've got victory here. So it looks good. Like overall, your reading looks good. The only thing I'm worried about here is the devil, and this is the obstacle, right? So when the devil comes up as an obstacle, especially, I really see this as physical obstacles or choices. It's really down to choice here, because whatever choices you've made are going to set these Eight of Wands into the air, right? So kind of if you make choices to throw it down, they're going to hit down. If you throw it up, they're going to hit up. You know what I'm saying? So this devil card is kind of something that can hamper or hinder your choices. And it's not an external energy. It is still a choice that you're making, but it's an indulgence, or it can be an indulgence. So the devil in this position really just indicates things that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you're doing them anyway, and you know they're bad for you, or you know that they aren't it's not responsible, or it's not something that's going to be good for you in the future, etc. But you're just like instant gratification. I want this. I want it now. I'm going to have it. And so that's that sort of devil energy. It's really just temptation. That's all it is. It's just temptation from things that we know are not good for us. And then they kind of lead us into making these negative choices. Like we know that it's not good to eat McDonald's every day, but sometimes we just cave into that temptation if we are not being responsible, or if we're not being self-disciplined is a big one. So self-discipline is huge when it comes to these choices, because you've got a lot of choices here. Again, when you get a lot of opportunities, you have to make choices. So it's a good thing, really, but this is really just about overcoming this obstacle of temptation, overcoming the bad choices, and maybe working on a little bit of self-discipline, a little bit of self-awareness as well. Scorpio season, and you guys are used to this because you are Scorpios, but Scorpio season really gives you that extra boost to dive deep into some of these shadow aspects that we don't necessarily like to look at every single day. But this is a time to make good choices so that we can change the habits or patterns that really, really don't serve us very well, that are kind of holding us back, limiting us in some way, creating a lack, or, basically it's us standing in our own way. So you really do have to look at these things to be able to change them. And that's another reason why he's got his eyes covered, is because if you don't see it, you can't change it. So you really do have to overcome that obstacle by being able to look at it. And you're being given the gifts to be able to do that. Now, the major accomplishment is the Two of Cups. So this could be that you're working with a partner to help get clarity on something, or this could be, a soulmate relationship that's coming in to sort of mirror these things within you, or to spark this creativity, or to provide opportunities, or whatever it is. There's lots of good here, and there's things happening that are really fast. So just try to keep your feet firmly planted on the ground and your eyes open. And if you fall in love really quickly, which this Eight of Wands can also indicate, it's kind of like that being swept off your feet, falling madly in love within like a week kind of energy. So it's things happening really quickly. If you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or you think that this is not necessarily for your overall good, then maybe take a step back. If you feel like it's the right thing for you and you're very passionate and you can't wait to start this new relationship and whatnot, then by all means go for it. But you really do have to trust your intuition and look at the choices you're making. If this person is helping you to make better choices, that's fantastic. If this person is drawing you down a path that is maybe not so good for you, then you got to look at that too. Let's see what to avoid. You have the Page of Pentacles. So avoid being a little bit immature with your money or with your physical choices, being overconfident and almost to the point of being, no, I'm not going to say that because you're not. You're not cocky. But this, it's just it's like overcompensating. This is an energy to me of overcompensating where you're trying to act like you're confident, but you really don't know what you're doing. And sometimes that can be exactly what you need to be successful. Sometimes it can actually be detrimental. So it's really hard to say without doing a full-on personal reading to see kind of where you're at individually. But yeah, there's always two ways that everything can go. There's always light and dark, shadow, it's whatever. So two sides to every coin. It's really about your choices and what you want to do with it or the motivations behind your choices. So it's not even so much the choices themselves, it's the motivating factors behind the choice. So you know, um, avoid being a little bit immature with your choices and with your finances, especially if you've got money coming in or you've got opportunities to create abundance in your life. Make good choices, make responsible, adult choices about that. Because, none of us really like to adult, but we do it because we have to. So, what to embrace is the Two of Wands. So again, this is choice. Embrace that there are different choices. This is not something to get overwhelmed by or allow to, stop you in your path because you're indecisive. This is really about embracing the fact that you've got options. You've got all of these different opportunities that are coming and things happen really, really quickly. And whatever path you choose, you're going to get to the destination that is best for you. There is no wrong choice. Every choice will lead you to spiritual growth, expansion, and enlightenment. So it really doesn't matter if you take the long way or the short way or the really twisty roundabout way. It doesn't matter which one you choose. It's just about choosing. And when you choose, make sure that, again, that you're not choosing from a place of fear, lack, temptation, irresponsibility, obligation. That's a big one too. Like feeling like you have to choose something. Really choose from the place of inspiration and abundance that you have within you, because that's what's going to lead you to victory. And if you really don't know which option or which path is best for you, then meditate on it, because this is where you're going to find support, is to just lay down, relax your mind, and allow these intuitive things to come to you so that you get the direction that you need. And you guys are really good at that. You're a water sign, very connected to your intuition in the subconscious mind, as well as the deep shadow realms of self and the collective. So you guys are experts at this. And if you're not, then you can learn, because you do have a natural talent for it, whether you've honed it or not. And this will help you to discern which way is going to be best for you, what choice is really going to make you happy long term as well as short term, because these things happen quickly and they bring in lots of different joy, happiness, love, beautiful love here. So that's really great. And then the advice and encouragement, you've got the Six of Wands. So you're being advised and encouraged to keep moving forward, to make these choices, to embrace these opportunities when they come in, to really get things moving, take action, because there's going to be victory at the end, especially if you can overcome the obstacle of the Devil card, right? So Six of Wands, you've got victory, you've got everything has been resolved for the most part. You are this hero riding in from your recent victory. So success. Congratulations. Okay, so let's get 3 romance angel cards for you guys. Ooh, you deserve love. You are lovable. Oh, hold on. Before I go on, I get this one here, but before I go on, there's something I wanted to mention, and it was something that came into my head while I was looking at this devil card. I didn't mention it though, that sometimes the choices that we make that are negative, or the fact that we allow ourselves to succumb to temptation of things that we know aren't really good for us, it can stem from a lack of self-worth. Like, we may not think that we're worthy of healthy choices or of good choices, or that we're not good people, and so we can make these bad choices because we don't deserve to be happy, or we don't deserve to have the things that we want long term. It's deeply rooted and subconscious, so you may not even realize that you're doing this. I think we all do it to some extent. um, that's a bit of a generalization. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's on a spectrum, right? And some people do it constantly, and some people just do it once in a while. But that was something that I wanted to mention, to be aware of as well, is that you do deserve love. You are worthy, and it's going to be important for you to show yourself that by making good choices, because the way that you believe it is to first take action and keep making those healthy actions a habit. And then you start to realize you are worth it because you're treating yourself well. And when you treat yourself well, you affirm to yourself that you're worth it, right? So it's this beautiful upward spiral that you guys are getting on, which is great. That's where that victory is. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And that's with that 2 of Cups and the 8 of Wands here, it could really be like a new love coming in for some of you. Or it could be a reignition of romance in the relationship if you're already in one. And we've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So again, make the effort with the choices that you're making. Make the effort for yourself, for your own happiness, for your own well-being and longevity, as well as making the effort to connect and really you make an effort to connect with this, whoever this other person is, because there's somebody there, whether you're with them already or they haven't shown up yet, or you're just sort of getting integrated with this person. There's somebody there. There is romance in the offing for the month of November, should you choose to put yourself out there and make the effort, knowing that you deserve love and accepting nothing less than that. So again, you've got choices. Meditate on them if you're not 100% sure. You've got lots of opportunities and options for new beginnings coming in. Things are going to unfold really quickly once they get going, and they will lead to victory, so long as you sort of make good choices based on what your soul needs, what your heart really needs, from a place of balance, right? That's the big theme here for all of the readings, but especially when you're making choices, starting new projects, and getting into potentially new relationships, or reigniting an existing one or an old one. So let me just grab some clarifiers for, yeah, wow. Okay. So you've got, yeah, 6 of Pentacles being about give and receive, about balance, like I was just saying, about making good choices, about investing, it could be as well, but being charitable. So you deserve love, and then that people are going to give that to you. No, when you know that you deserve love and you treat yourself well, you build yourself up, not only can you give to others, but others will give to you, right? Because that's what you're putting out there. That's what you're establishing for yourself. And then you have the 5 of Pentacles. So both of these in succession, you can see that you go from not having anything, or feeling left out, or feeling dejected, or rejected in some way, feeling abandoned, to having more than enough to share with everybody who used to be in that situation. So it's like if you were here before and now you're here, well, then it's a time to give back. And if you are here now, know that you will be here because this is the succession of things and things are happening really quickly and there is victory there. So don't worry about it. Everything's going to really come full circle. And again, the High Priestess being about really meditating on it, trust your intuition, tap into your inner knowledge, and access that depth and subconscious knowing that you naturally have a connection to. And it'll come to you quite easily should you look for it, accept it, and be open to it. It's really the the only thing that ever blocks you is you. The only thing that ever stops your own natural psychic ability is if you choose not to embrace it, or if you reject it in some sense, if you're afraid of it as well. But you guys are naturally psychic. You guys are very, very intuitive. You have the ability to really tap into this wealth of knowledge, creativity, abundance, and love within you. So that's really all of the ingredients you need to have a successful life. That's really all the ingredients you need to make choices that are going to be really, really good for you. So I don't think there's much more to say on that. I think, your love life can reflect what's going on in your physical life. You definitely have opportunities for new love if you're looking for that, or to reignite existing love. There's definitely opportunities here should you choose to accept them. All right, Scorpio, that is your reading for November 2019. I really hope you enjoyed. If you liked this reading, if you resonated with it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. That way you can get a notification every time I come out with these readings every month, or any of my other spiritual sort of chit chats and things like that. Also, if you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, a private reading to go a little bit more in depth into what's going on with you, maybe on a specific issue or over the course of the month just for you specifically rather than a general reading, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. Just hit the show more button and you'll get a drop down list of all of my services, offerings, and pricing, as well as my email address and how to contact me to book a reading. Just make sure that you are in the subject line stating what kind of service you're looking for. And also, I do Reiki healings as well. And it's all done via Skype internationally, all over the world. And I absolutely love connecting with everybody, doing this really deep core soul healing. We tap into whatever your soul is wanting to tell you at this time, and lots of information, clarity, and clearing of blocks comes through. So if you guys feel like you're ready for that, really amp it up, buy yourself a little birthday present, get that Reiki session. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next month. Bye.